Good afternoon. I'd like to start off by telling you a little story about a woman I know. A real good friend of mine. It makes me smile just to think of her and how she can make life shine. She can think on her feet, has no need to compete or struggle with circumstances. No problems too big, no loopholes too small for her to take chances. She said, it's just a question of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Life's being served on a silver platter, and I wanna savor it all. I wanna savor it all. And then there's Wallace. He's from Nicaragua. He's living in Oakland right now. He used to be rich and famous. Now he's working as a janitor, but he's doing fine anyhow. You see, he and his wife had to flee from Managua with just what they wore could carry. He doesn't know much, says he doesn't need much. It's enough to be alive and still in love with the one he married. No te preocupes, hombre, he says, it's just a question of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Life's being served on a silver platter, and I wanna savor it all. I wanna savor it all. Well, things may seem blessed or they may seem cursed. Life might appear to go from bad to worse, but life is for living, got no time to rehearse. Yeah, life is for living right now. That's what Adam says. Adam should know. He's had a bunch of time to think about it. Because my friend Adam the artist is 93 years old. Still works 16, 18 hours a day. Painting, sculpting, drawing, trying to shed some light on the way. And he eats just a handful, sleeps 2 or 3 hours. His dear wife is dying, there's so much to be done. 93 years later, he's still growing strong, and he says that he's only just begun. He said, it's just a question of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Life's being served on a silver platter, and I wanna savor it all. I wanna savor it all. Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know where you are, but if like you and me, you and me talking to this other person in the room, my lovely partner and wife for 40 years, we're here in San Antonio. If you're lucky to be enough like us, come on down. I want to go. I want to go down, down, down. I want to go down, down, down. Down to San Antonio. I want to meet my señorita, maybe drink a margarita. Down in San Antonio. I want to go down, down, down. I want to go down, down, down. Down to San Antonio. I'm going to go down to the river. Might just stay forever. Down in San Antonio. Señorita, life is oh so sweet there. Que suavecita, isla in San Antonio. Oh, oh, I'm going down, 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 going down, 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 down to San Antonio. I'm gonna go down to the King William. It's 1 in a million down in San Antonio. I'm going down, 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 going down, 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 down to San Antonio. I'm gonna eat some hot tamales and cheesy enchiladas down in San Antonio. San Antonio, you know what? Folks don't think it's crazy to be un poco lazy down in San Antonio. Donde vas? Down to San Antonio. Meet you there, talking about down in San Antonio. Yeah. Wherever you are right now, I hope you're enjoying yourself and like the music and got something cool to drink on the day when it's 102 degrees outside here in San Antonio, otherwise known as Sauna Antonio. When we had originally booked this concert, we kind of were thinking about performing it outdoors in the King William neighborhood. But yeah, 102, kind of hot. So hope you're staying cool, staying safe, staying socially distanced, and enjoying summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and your friends are all feeling high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and away you'll fly. But until that morning, ain't nothing gonna harm you. With your mama and daddy standing by. baby. Hush, little baby. Don't you cry. Summertime, and the living is easy. Yeah, I have a particular fondness for King William. It's played a very major role in my life. It was there at the Friendly Spot back in 1979, and my career first started taking off as a musician after 4 or 5 years of playing around. Things kind of coalesced around the Friendly Spot, which is a real hot place in town to be making music. Me and a handful of other musicians just had a great time there. And then shortly thereafter, in that very same King William, the next block over from the Friendly Spot, I met my very best friend and wife and pal of 40 plus years, Zette Bear. We were painting houses in the 300 block of King William Street. And man, huh?
And Deb Mueller's house.
At John Dosky and Deb Miller's house, that's right. And yeah, I got assigned to paint the back porch there by the boss because he knew I didn't know how to paint. He just hired me. Craig Pennell, the wicked wit of Wick Street. You may remember the late, great, wonderfully wise and witty Craig Pennell. He hired me to go paint houses there, and he knew I couldn't paint, but I showed up anyway because I needed the money, and he was willing to hire me. I showed up with big leather gloves to protect my guitar and fingernails. Like 15 minutes into the job, I spilled paint all over this antique cedar shake shingles. And the foreman came up the ladder, and I thought for sure she was going to fire me on the spot. But instead, she was so sweet and helped spend the whole morning, helped me clean up my mess. And so we went to lunch together at El Mirador, and became best friends over lunch and have been ever since. And so I send this out to my dear pal Zette and anyone else who's lucky enough to live in the King William neighborhood as we did for many years, and lucky enough to be in love as I am. If I should call you up, invest a dime, have you say you belong to me, and ease my mind, imagine just how good it feels, so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the one you love and hold her tight, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me was you, and you for me, so happy together. Sing it with me now. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. I'm having fun. Hope you are too. There is few things I like to do more than sit by the river and just watch the water flow. Something I got to do often in the 9 years we lived down in King William off of Wick Street. Go down to the big cypress tree that's located there at the end of Constant Street, right where Constance dead ends. Just, huh? Crofton, yeah. And there's this huge cypress tree. I spent so many hours sitting down there in the crook of that tree with a guitar in my lap watching the river flow. Now I'm lucky enough to live here on the Mission Reach just south of Hot Wells, one lot off of the river, and so, yeah. If you haven't done so lately, I invite you to consider going to sit down by the riverside and think about things. May your love be like water, falling like rain from the sky, flowing like a river, no force can deny. May your love cut through the hardest stone in the course of time, flowing left, flowing right, dissolving old lines. Even the mightiest mountain must yield to our waves, flowing down a tiny stream in a quiet, humble display. But day after day, year after year, water rolls over the stone in a dance of time and space that cuts right to the bone. Should your love turn cold and hard, frozen by winter's wind, may it thaw and melt once more as spring returns again. May your love be like water, flowing ever free, take you where you need to go and where you long to be. May your love be like water. That's my wish for you. I'm a singer-songwriter kind of guy. I've had the good fortune to do this professionally for the last 40 years or so of my life. Very grateful that the King William Cultural Arts District invited me to come and sing this afternoon. Hope you'll consider singing along with me on some of these songs, maybe even this one. Pretty easy to sing along to because this song is about nothing. This is a song about absolutely nothing at all. I love to sing about absolutely nothing. I'm really having quite a ball. I've talked to teachers and preachers and scholars and poets, concerts large and small. There's only one thing that we all could agree on. It's absolutely nothing at all. Of course, it took somebody much smarter than me to figure this out. It was Albert Einstein who said something important with E equals MC squared. He helped us understand that everything is relative. Reality is just what we agree to share. So what you see is what you get. Might as well like what you got. And me, I got a lot of absolutely nothing, but really that's quite a lot. And that's why I sing about absolutely nothing at all. I love to sing about absolutely nothing. I'm really having quite a ball. I've talked to teachers and preachers and scholars and poets, universities large and small. And there's only one thing that we all could agree on. That's absolutely nothing at all. Okay, won't you try singing along with me, you know? It won't hurt much. This is a song about absolutely nothing. So no matter what you sing, it'll sound perfect. Here we go. This is a song about absolutely nothing at all. I love to sing about absolutely nothing. I'm really having quite a ball. Too complicated? Just sing blah 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 blah. Absolutely nothing at all. And I can just feel that there's somebody out there going like, Rudi Harst, are you serious? You're singing about nothing and expect me to pay attention? I mean, don't you realize that a click of a button, I could go anywhere online and see anything about something and learn something new, and then you're singing about nothing and expect me to pay attention? Are you serious? And ladies and gentlemen, the fact of the matter is, I'm very serious about nothing. Because I've been learning more and more about less and less for 68 years now until I am an absolute authority on nothing, which is what gives me the unmitigated gall, the temerity to stand here in front of you and sing out loud about nothing and ask you to not only pay attention but to sing along with it too. Come on now, here we go. This is a song about absolutely nothing at all. I love to sing about absolutely nothing. I'm really having quite a ball. I've talked to teachers and preachers and scholars and poets, parties large and small, and there's only one thing that we all could agree on. That's absolutely nothing at all. The fact of the matter is I really am eager to learn more about nothing, which is why I traveled halfway around the world to talk to the wise and famous man. He was sitting at a cave top of a mountain. I had to climb up there hand over hand. When I finally got to the top, he was sitting in full lotus, writing in Sanskrit on the wall. I said, "Why, sir, what is the meaning of life?" And he said, and that's why I sing about absolutely nothing at all. Sing it with me. I love to sing about absolutely nothing. I'm really having quite a ball. Blah 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 blah. Absolutely nothing at all. Yeah, there's only one thing that we all can be sure of. That's absolutely nothing at all. Yeah, I can't help it. Sometimes I just get goofy. But the fact of the matter is, songs help. And singing along, just, it's a fun thing to do. And so I invite you to consider the possibility. The bars and restaurants closed, grocery shelves stripped bare. How this happened, no one knows how we all got there. Now that we're self-quarantined, who knows for how long? There's so much that we have lost, and we still have our song. And as we sing together, near or far apart, and we raise our voices, joining heart to heart, songs of love and freedom, tears and laughter too. And we really need them. Songs will see us through, like the song for me and you. Mayor says to stay at home, sheltering in place. What will happen, no one knows. What we'll have to face. Though we have to stay right here, wherever here may be. When we're feeling limited, songs can set us free. As we sing together, we're far apart, and we raise our voices, joining heart to heart, songs of love and freedom, tears and laughter too. When we really need them, song can see us through, like this song for me and you. So if you're feeling all alone, stuck inside your home, sweet home, let the music take you far away. As we sing together, we're far apart, and we raise our voices, joining heart to heart. Songs of love and freedom, tears and laughter too. When we really need them, songs will see us through. Like this song for me and you, yeah, a song for me and you. I think I'm going to take a break on the words for a minute here, just a second. And change over to guitar. To a place beyond words. The leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in SA. But I'm just San Antonio dreaming on such a winter's day. Stop to San Antonio dreaming. Yeah, that's an old Jedi mind trick to sing songs about winter in the middle of the hot summer here in San Antonio. Any minute now I might break out in Jingle Bells or Santa Claus is coming to town. I hope you too are remembering to hydrate, drink lots of water. What other beverages of your choice you may have, however cool and tasty and wonderful they may be. Remember to drink lots of water too. All right, let's see. Oh wait, I got an idea. One of my very favorite things for many years has been playing the King William 4th of July picnic. I don't know how many of you have taken part in the regatta, the wonderful boat race down the San Antonio River through the King William neighborhood, and then stayed for the potluck lunch afterwards. It's really sweet. One of my favorite things among the many wonderful things about the King William neighborhood is the 4th of July, the regatta, and potluck. And I often sang for the potluck many times over the years, and I'd like to give a special shout out to my friend Ethel Pedraza, who's been chair of the social committee in King William for a long time, and helped keep the events like that going. So here's to you, Ethel, and to all the folks in King William who help organize the social activities and extend friendship to folks who come through the neighborhood. And this is one of the songs I probably would have sung at the picnic yesterday had there been one. Of course, it got canceled because of COVID-19, like many other things. But one of my favorite 4th of July songs, or songs any time of the year. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I'm a naturalized American citizen. I came here when I was 5 years old from Holland, where my parents had come to follow the American dreams like so many immigrants before them. And I remember this is one of the first songs that my kindergarten teacher taught me. It was kind of popular at the time. May it be popular again sometime soon, because I think it's a great unifying song for our country at a time where we could use a little more unification. Here we go. Sing it with me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that in the skyway, I saw below me that golden valley, singing, this land is made for you and me. Sing it with me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Like I said, I'm a naturalized American citizen, so I take my patriotism pretty seriously. And I took the liberty of writing another verse to the song written by Woody Guthrie all those years ago. I'd like to think he'd approve. This world is your world, this world is my world. For every man and woman, every boy and girl, land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the dusty water. This land was made for you and me. Who's it made for? This land was made for you and me. Can't hear ya. This land was made for you and me. Hey, so I'm gonna switch guitars here again just a second. Whew, while I'm switching guitars, I'd like to be sure and thank the staff and the board of the King William Association. My wife Zette worked organizing the King William Fair as coordinator for 10 years until recently, and got to know a bunch of folks down there, and like to thank Monica and Saira and Danielle and Noah for all their support. Many times that I've sung in and around King William and part of events there. And the King William board under John Doskey is doing a great job of keeping the neighborhood unified in some very difficult times. And those of you who are living down there are lucky, and I guess you know that. Alright, another tune from the stockpile of Rudi tunes, another one from my House of Yes CD. By the way, if you'd like to hear more Rudi music, let's see. You can check out my website, rudiharst.com. Turning, we are the lesson, we are the learning, we are the strangers, we are the strange, we are the changers, and we are the chains. We are one. We are one. We are each and every one of us, we are one. We are one. We are one. Together. We are the bride, we are the are the blessing, we are the blame. We are the darkness, we are the light. We are the fighter and we are the fight. Singing, we are one. We are one. We are one. Together. Together. So, I'd like to say thanks again to the King William staff, Lisa Lynn, the Executive Director, and also John Dosky, the President of the Board, and all the staffers who make it possible for the workings of the neighborhood to continue smoothly year after year. If you haven't met Lisa yet, she's the relatively new Executive Director. She's been here in San Antonio just 1 year. She celebrated her 1 year anniversary recently, and just be sure and reach out to her and make her feel welcome in the neighborhood like you did me and Zet and so many other people over the years. Very grateful to have that be such a wonderful part of our city. Speaking of wonderful part of our city, there's a new wonderful part of our city that I gotta acknowledge, and that's the fact that for the sake of our health and well-being as a city, it's time to wear a mask on my face. That's why I wrote this song. Stocked up and locked down, sheltered in place, keeping social distance with a mask on my face. The mayor is saying it could be quite a while. Got to get used to it, learn how to smile with a mask on my face, a mask on my face. Got to get used to this mask on my face. Can't say I like being stuck in this place, but I might as well smile with a mask on my face. Yeah, I'm staying at home day after day, getting kind of bored, but it's gotta be this way. But sooner or later, gotta go to the store, buy some more groceries, but not before I wear a mask on my face, a mask on my face. Got to go to the store with a mask on my face. Can't say I like being stuck in this place, but I might as well smile with a mask on my face. Might as well smile with a mask on my face. Nobody asked to take on this task. It's a drag, but alas, we all gotta wear not for my sake, for the sake of the elderly widow who lives next door to me, or perhaps your grandpa or uncle or the pregnant woman you know is about to have a baby. Please. Can flatten this curve. I'm getting all emotional just thinking about it. Here's how we can flatten the curve if we make this the norm. Though our faces are sweaty and getting so warm, sooner or later we'll get through all this task. But in the meantime, we've got to get used to this mask. This mask on my face, this mask on my face. Learn to ignore this mask on my face. Can't help but like being stuck in this place, but I might as well smile with a mask on my face. Yeah, we might as well smile with a mask on our face. I'll take it in the store, and I'll go take it next door, but man, it's hard to ignore the mask and sing. Whew. It's been a whole lot of fun singing with you. I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce some very special guests who are here this afternoon. They're not wearing masks because they're part of my extended family and it seems appropriate. But please welcome coming onto the stage any minute now, the Singamajigs. I can't help it. I just had to have the Singamajigs sing with us today. Didn't want to put it off till tomorrow, what I can do today. As I do so often. For those of you like Lisa Lind who are new to San Antonio, feels incumbent upon me to warn you about a widespread disease in the city. Not altogether bad, but definitely widespread. It's the Manana disease. Gonna dig a great big garden in my backyard. Grow organic vegetables, they say it isn't hard. I'm gonna till the soil, I'm gonna plant the seeds. Give them lots of water and pull all of the weeds, manana. Yes, I'm gonna do it, manana. Oh, 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 manana. I'm gonna get round to it, manana. I'm gonna get me some exercise, lose some of this weight. My waistline keeps expanding from the good food that I ate. I'm gonna do a bunch of sit-ups, run a lot of laps, right after lunch tomorrow when I wake up from my nap, manana. Yes, I'm gonna do it, manana. Oh, 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 manana. I'm gonna be right to it, manana. time. Oh, once I start that vacuum cleaner, man, I just won't stop. I'm gonna mop the floor, I'm gonna dust the shade. Once I get the hard part done, I'm gonna hire a maid, manana. Yes, I'm gonna do it, manana. Oh, 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 manana. Gonna get round to it, manana. Things in the government are really, really sad. The way those politicians act making me so mad. I'm gonna write my congressperson a very lengthy note. Get me and my friends together and we'll register to vote, manana. Yes, I'm gonna do it, manana. Oh, 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 manana. Gonna get round to it, manana. Manana, manana, or maybe the day after. It's a silly song, but it's kidding about all the parts, especially the part about registering to vote. Please, if you haven't registered yet, make your voice heard, register to vote, and go to the polls. It's an important time to speak up. All right, so, man, I can't believe the hour's gone by so fast. I got about 37 more songs I want to play, but I'll just do 2 more. I'll just go over a couple of minutes. If you need to go, okay, but I just really want to play this song for you. And I'm going to send this song out to all the artists and musicians who are in King William. Because artists and musicians make up an integral part of that community and all parts of our community. And sometimes you can think, well, why bother? And I'm doing it for the money, obviously, particularly in the COVID-19 quarantine time. What's the point of writing another song, painting another painting, getting another sculpture done? Well, I tell you, you can swim the deepest oceans, scale the highest peak, strap on wings and try to fly, teach dolphins how to speak. But you can't step into the same stream twice or return to where you came. Many a quest is bound to fail, only your song remains. Only your song remains. You may earn a lot of money, learn from all the classic books, become a famous athlete or a world-class cook. You can do your best to run each race, win every game. Most everything in life will pass, only your song remains. Only your song remains. And should a melody arise and land inside your heart, ain't nothing in the whole wide world can tear that tune apart. Kings and queens and presidents all will rise and fall, but if you have a song to sing in night, outlast them all. Stars bound to fame lose their fame in clouds, and all those stars up in the sky must eventually burn out. If you look to them for permanence, you better look again. Most everything in life will change, only your sun and your art and your dance and your play remain. Only your song remains. So I'm being handed a note here. Oh yeah. I've got folks tuning in from all over the country. Joe, my buddy Joe in Minnesota, and my son Mateo and Debbie in Albuquerque, and my cousin Karen in New Hampshire, my brother from another mother from another planet, Davis in Little Rock, and so many more. Thanks for all tuning in to the King William Cultural Arts District Facebook page. There are other concerts in the series that are archived. Henry Bruin a couple of weeks, last month and the month before Josh Glenn, and more coming up. So thanks again to all the folks who make that possible. And I'm also going to take a minute to say, oh, the artists and musicians, yeah, Davis, Naomi, and Sarah Ford, and Kelsey, and Donna Simon. So many folks are tuning in to pitch in their energy, and good to see you all there. A shout out, cyberspace from here to there. I hope that you too are living in a house of yes and feeling loved and affirmed as I am. I live in a house of yes, where everything is possible, where love lives, loves, and honored guest, and every dream seems feasible. When hate comes knocking at the door, as hate will sometimes do, I look them in the eyes and say, this house is not a place for you. I hear your voice, I see your face, but you're not welcome in this place. Oh, I live in the house of yes. Oh, I'm saying I live in a house of yes. This can seem like a world of no's, where peace is just a fairy tale, where seeds of hate will always grow, and every dream seems up for sale. When love comes knocking at the door, as love will often do, some cynics say, go away, this world is not a place for you. I hear them warn of doom and gloom, and that's their right, I guess. I live in a house of yeah. Sing it with me. Here we go. I sing it. I live in a house of yes. One more time. Here we go. I sing I live in a house of yes. Won't you come looking through my window? Won't you come knock upon my door? Won't you come singing here beside me? There's always room for one more in a house of yes, in a house of yes. As an honored guest, and every dream seems feasible. When love comes knocking at our door, as love will often do, we'll welcome her inside and say, this house is truly built for you. And though sometimes we may forget, that's still alright, I guess. Why? 'Cause I live in a house of yes. One more time, sing it with me. I live in a house of yes. I live in a house of yes. It's been a whole lot of fun singing for you. Consider tuning in to my Rudi Harst Music Facebook page. Every Monday and Friday I do a happy hour live concert from 5 till about 5:45, and I'd love to have you join me there. Rudi Harst Music page on Facebook. It's Rudi with an I. And yeah, I'd love to share some more music with you sometime. I've got lots of music on my rudiharst.com page. And once again, thanks to the King William Cultural Arts District and all the staffers at the King William Association for making it possible to have this broadcast and many other services that are provided for the people in and around the King William neighborhood here in San Antonio. It's about time for me to go. So we'll sing one last song. Adios, amigo. Adios, amigo. Goodbye, my friend. May God be with you till we meet again. May the road be level, may you travel with ease. Adios, amigo. May you go in peace. Adios, 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 wherever you go. Adios, 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 adios. Remember that there's someone who loves you so. May you walk in beauty and harmony. May you see some good in all you see. May you feel the love surrounding you. Everywhere you go and everything you do. Adios, 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 wherever you go. Adios, 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 adios. adios, adios, adios. Wherever you go, adios, 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 adios. Remember that there's someone who loves you so. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Thanks again. Keep things on the up and up. And goodbye for now. Hello forever. Stay safe.